The what? The freakiest thing I have seen with my own two eyes.
You literally see it?
Yeah, man, me
So
see
it
it. I
was-
never know video it upon. I'm stressed out. I'm gonna say, I don't really have fantasies, but sometimes I wonder how men feel. You know, like how men feel to be the one thrusting and doing stuff. So I said to him, say, I'm not into girls, so it's an unrealistic thought, because I want to know how would I be a nice whiner. While I'm doing his hair, he says to me, I soon come. I want to get up. I said, okay, cool. And he got up. When he puts the things on the table, it is a tube of lube and a strap-on dildo. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing with this? You said that your fantasy um was to fuck a girl. So we start look behind me now. Also, where's the girl? I don't see the girl here. Where's the girl?
From me here, strap on.
From your ear strap on and that
Me,
thing?
yes.
So you's a freak too? 'Cause
No,
me never did that thing that.
I was just hoping. You
What?
say it
The freakiest thing. And him said that to me, I say, what? Fuck who?
wasn't that awkward as shit though.
Yes, very awkward. So I'm like, you know what, let me finish my work. So I continue to do his hair. And then while I'm doing his hair, he took up the instruments.
You know what this we gonna take up on this Sunday evening, you know? Oh my god. It literally feel like tears won't come over here. While you continue doing his hair?
Yes. He was like this. Yeah, just act like you're not seeing what's going on.
So while
And
I
he's
do
there.
that, you still are doing hair?
Yes. Nobody had ever warned me or given me a crash test training on, oh, how do you react if a guy does certain things in front of you, like what to do, what do you do?
Don't continue doing his fucking hair, that's for sure. Like you have your hand.
Oh my god, this fucking nigga bumbleclad bush me.
That's crazy.
Hey guys, welcome to Reasoning
With seasoning.
with Melody.
And night. Oh, Asabi.
Well, my name is Naila, brother. Okay.
Yes.
Naila Asabi,
Where
we spice up your thoughts.
And today she wants to spice it up. We'll leave. That's what I guys. I'm here just like you guys at this point, cause she has the what
The freakiest thing I have seen with my own two eyes.
you literally see it.
Yeah, man, me
So
see
it
it. I
was-
never know video it upon.
So it happened to you,
It happened in front of me.
but not to you.
No, nothing could happen to me. Yes.
I don't know.
No, nothing could happen to me.
Can't feel your seat so close. That is okay. I'm intrigued. Let's hear how this one goes, guys.
So once upon a time, when I was a young girl, I was 17 years old. I used to do locks sometimes. I used to tie in here sometimes. And so people would link me and say, hey, could you come do my locks for me? Blah, 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 whatever. And I would do it and I would get paid and I'd save the money, so I can buy myself something nice for my birthday. I'm stressed out.
Me stress out coming. I'm a what do you call it? A visualizer. So whatever she says,
Oh gosh,
it's like
man.
it's going to be like a movie in front of my eyes. So
Well, this is a story that I've been wanting to tell for a long time, and I just couldn't really tell it. And a few people I've mentioned it to, they were so freaking disturbed. They're like, That is the most disturbing thing I've ever heard in my whole entire friggin' life. What the what? But what I did one time, sorry for
So you can go on YouTube.
I hope so.
Okay, if not
But it's
TikTok.
yeah. But it's something that I did see though. And I did um I sent in the story. You remember them time they went like what the page name again? When their dream did around the place? With the story them people are putting them story and their dream is to do topics that they'd be like, okay, if you have a story where you were talking to an artist, send it in. If you have a story where, you know, you used to whatever, send it in. And they had one topic that said, yo, tell us your freakiest story. And I did send it in because I was just like, I need to get this out.
And they posted it.
They did post it, and people were like, "What the fuck? This girl is lying. She make up that story." And I not even comment. Me just see it and laugh. Anyway, on to the story now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing this guy's hair. Now this guy in particular is a guy that I was seeing. Right? We were recently connected. Like I had liked him from a longer time, and I never we didn't do anything. And then finally a time came up, and we did end up, you know, doing the do. Anyway, this is probably like a week or 2 weeks after we had started. So it's not like it's holy for time we did do anything, right? So this everything is young, fresh and green, probably like two time alone max. Before an occasion came up where we were having a conversation. Now this conversation was over text, where he asked me, he was just like, "Hey, what's the freakiest thing that?" No, he asked me what my fantasy is. He's like, "What is a weird fantasy I have that you don't think you'd ever be able to do?" I'm gonna say, I don't really have fantasies, but um, sometimes I wonder how men feel, you know, like how men feel to be the one thrusting and doing stuff. So I said to him, say, I'm not into girls, so it's an unrealistic thought, but would I just like to know how a man feel, you know, do them thing.
I hope it's not going where I'm thinking.
So we can determine after the video if it can post. So yeah, I was just like, yeah. I mean, I know, say I can't grow a penis, but I was just like, if I got an opportunity to use um
Like
a
one of those
dildo,
strap-ons.
like a strap on, you know, maybe I'll take the opportunity, cause you know I want to know how would be a nice whiner. Anyway, the conversation passed. Probably like 2 days after that, he linked me and he was just like, hey, I wonder if you can do my hair for me. And I said, yeah, sure, no problem. So I went over to his house. I went over to his house, and oh, most people stay. Not most people, but it was a grilled space. So once you go inside, the grill I go lock. Yeah. Now remember, say me just interact with the man, you know. So I don't like me know where the key there. Me don't know which. Even if me see the bunch of keys, me would know which key on the padlock me fi use to open back the grill or whatever. I remember say me just start talk to this guy. I don't have no problem with this guy. We're fresh and starting ropes. He lets me into his house. He closes the grill. So he closes the main grill, and then we go inside, and he closes the front door. So the grill is closed, the front door is closed, and we go inside. Now we go inside, and I start doing his hair, and we're interacting quite fine, none out of the way. And while I'm doing his hair, he says to me, I soon come. I want to get up. I said, okay, cool. And he got up and he went into a room because we were out in the living room. So he went into a room. When he went into the room, he didn't take long before he came out. But when he came out, he had something behind his back. So he come out of the room with his hands behind his back. And then when he reaches to the coffee table, he puts the things on the table. When he puts the things on the table, it is a tube of lube and a strap-on dildo. And And he puts them down on the coffee table. And I look up at him kind of confused, like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing with this? And he's like, you said that your fantasy um was to fuck a girl. So we start look behind me now. I'm gonna say, okay, I did first of all I did say it was a thought, but I never said I wanted to do it. I especially didn't say I wanted to do it right now. We didn't discuss that. Also, where's the girl? I don't see the girl here. Where's the girl? And he said to me, oh, well, I do a prayer break.
Yes.
All right, let us pray.
No. Oh my God. I just a open to go away my mind I take you. But go ahead.
Where's your mind taking
No,
you
no, no,
already?
no, no. Go ahead.
So he said to me, I'm gonna say, yeah, plus there's no girl here. I never say I wanted to do that and there's no girl here. So is somebody coming here or something? He says, you can fuck me.
Exactly that was what I was thinking. Exactly that. And I was from the get go I was hoping from me hear the little fantasy.
From me hear the little fantasy.
Yes. From me here strap on.
From me ear strap on that
Me,
thing.
yes.
So you's a freak too.
No,
Me never did that thing that.
I was just hoping. Yes,
What?
say it.
The freakiest thing.
Okay.
So so then him said that to me and I say, what? Fuck who? Him say, you can fuck me. I said, how, why, how and why? Why would I fuck you? Why would I do that? And he's like, I want to fulfill the fantasy. I said, this is not my fantasy. I never told you this is my fantasy. This is not it. And he's like, you sure you don't want to do it? It could be an experience for you. I said, no, I don't want that experience. And he says, okay, cool. And I was just like, yeah, I guess. What is that? I didn't say thanks for the offer, but I was just like, yeah, okay, cool. Anyway, him sit down back. I'm gonna continue doing here.
Wasn't that awkward as shit though?
Yes, very awkward. So I'm like, you know what? Let me finish my work. So I continue to do his hair, and then while I'm doing his hair, he took up the instruments.
Oh my God. You know what this we gonna take up on this Sunday evening, you know? Oh my God. It literally feel like tears won't come over here.
I don't know if this story can go on TikTok, YouTube.
Oh my
But
God.
I know that wild things go on YouTube. So let's see. So yes, so he took up the instruments and he proceeded to lubricate the instrument. And I'm like, I'm doing his hair and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's just like, oh, just watch me. And I'm like, I'm doing your hair though, but what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And so while I was doing his hair, and he finished lubricating the instrument, he proceeded to sit on the instrument.
Huh?
He sat on the instrument and
So wait there. Let me understand this. You guys are in the living room. He's sitting on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're doing his hair, he managed to ease up enough he can sit on the instrument while you continue doing his hair.
Yes, he was like this, and so he was. Guys, I was 17. I was foolish. I never fucking you. Me just know say me I hustle. Cause me I say if me done that year, yeah, I gonna get the money and yeah, just act like you're not seeing what's going on.
So while
And
him
he's
do
there.
that, you still are doing here?
Yes. He was there like, oh, oh, and he was trying to turn me on. I think he was trying to appease me
Yeah.
into saying, you know what, give me that thing, baby. Let me do it. And so, yes, he he fudged himself in front of me.
Can I just imagine some somebody pleasing themselves, see? And Naila just continue doing. What size locks did he have?
They were kind of thick. Um, but yeah,
And you just continue like
you know what I was thinking?
stop and say, alright, may I make you finish and me come back into the room or
No, no, no,
something.
hold on. I stopped at moments, but I was just like, I would just like to finish it here so I can go home. So whatever you're doing, that is for you and yourself. Like I don't really business about that because I know that I come here today, you're here. And then I was thinking to myself, I don't know where the keys are. So even if I got up, I'm just going to be lingering in his house while he's doing that. I was just like, if the sooner I finish this here, is the sooner I'm just go on normal and be like, okay, here, call a taxi. So that I could just go home and forget about what I witnessed with my own two eyes in my head. That's my trauma story. What do you have to say, Mel?
Church God. I just have so many questions.
Are you traumatized too, along with me?
I don't know if I'm traumatized or I'm just, a robot will feel like them a start malfunction with it. Then like eyelid start.
Yeah, Twitch?
Yeah,
Mama Twitch.
that is how I feel right now.
So that was it. I was 17 years old, as I said. Young and foolish. Young, fresh and green. Don't really know how best to react to certain situations. I mean, nobody had ever um, warned me or given me a crash test training on, oh, how do you react if a guy does certain things in front of you? Like what to do? What do you do?
Don't continue doing his fucking hair, that's for sure. Like what you mean you continue doing here while in there bounce on an object? Like you have your hand moving up and like guys, I don't know how annoying it is already if you're doing here, somebody's here and they're like constantly in their phone and they're all over the place and you keep on have to drag their hair back. And you tell me said this man could do a whole full body action. It's not just in head alone, think about it. It was a full body action and you continued doing his hair saying, oh, let me mind my business right now.
Ooh, yeah, because I'm like, whatever he's doing is his business. He tried to include me and I declined the offer. And so now whatever he's doing
So
is,
then, sir, you wait till make done your ear and gone, then you do what you got to do.
I guess he was hoping that I would have gotten turned on in the moment and said, let me assist you.
So,
But that didn't
so,
happen.
so was he like moaning a lot too? Like, was he like
He was
full
moaning
on?
a lot, but he was moaning and making up his face like, oh, yuck.
Well, literally cringed a while ago. Can you imagine, like, him
Me
probably
not have
think
to
he's.
imagine me the day there.
No, I'm
Can
just
you
saying.
imagine? Can you imagine?
I'm just saying, he probably thought, oh my god, I'm the sexiest shit right now. And let me just And lick my lips.
Ew.
Oh, oh my god. Wait. No, 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 no.
We have to
That's
reduce the imagery in our head before we can continue.
so weird. So you saying you continue doing it here while how far upon the area do you reach?
Halfway, there about, like Miglam head. So we have the whole of the top part for do.
So at this point he's like well kneeling on the
Kneeling.
floor,
Oh yes,
bouncing
babe.
on something, and you were just standing over him, continue doing his hair. You were looking away.
Me never did that too focus on him, you know. God know, like me never really did that one for a focus on him. Cause when we in a row, I go say, let me see what really I go. No, me
So
just
like you ever did you ever catch him like looking at you? Like while he's doing it, like he might try to look up find your face, see is it doing something to her?
he was calling my name.
Oh, what? What do you mean?
He was saying my name sometime. Like while he was, enjoying himself, he was like, "Oh, Nyla," and
As if it couldn't get worse.
guys, Naila is my first name. Asabi is my middle name, and that's the name that I work with when I'm in the media spaces. But yeah, he was just like, "Oh, Nyla, oh yes."
And you just stand out there going like you ear and deaf. I
Like,
see I'm
let me
blind.
get some gel.
This man is literally calling out your name, moaning out your
When me
name,
fido, when me fido.
and you're just
Hold
there
on, hold
like
on. When a woman moan a man name, what the man do? He man do nothing. So me did fido. The person just a moan a name. What do I do?
so you've never had like eye contact with him?
When he was doing that, no, I was not looking in his face. Why was I look? Why would I be
No,
looking?
me just out like me no know. You have to look on the man ear. Look at this. You know how easy. And then oop, 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 oop.
So no, I never made eye contact with him.
Me I feel like man throw up the backside. So wait, why people the amount of questions are run through my head right
Ask the
now?
question, man.
So did he actually finish? Like
Yes, he did finish. He did finish. I think he finished before I finished his hair. So he was fully satisfied. He got an orgasm and he got his hair done. Neat and nice. Gel in the front and all of these things.
so? Oh wait. So why him do all of that? Him finish pan top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Him probably the all have to clean, get up and
Yeah,
clean
probably
up
him go take
himself.
him. I mean, he would get up from time to time when I was doing the back anyway. Like if he did want to use the bathroom or if he was making a call, he'd be free to get up. So it's not like he was in bondage to stay there.
So when he was done,
So I'm not get up.
and in come back and
I'm
sit
sure he
down,
said something to me. I'm sure he said something to me. I just don't remember what he said
I
to me.
may try like
But like when he came, I know he said something to me.
but did you guys like have a conversation after that at all, or was it just like awkward silence? Say
I know
or
that I felt awkward. I didn't necessarily have a conversation with him other than to um like collect my pay and to like get my ride. So I don't remember if he was the one to call my ride for me or what, but the only conversation was just like, oh, probably, hey, the ride is gonna come in about 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. So can you open
so
up the
there was
grill?
definitely awkward silence between him finishing and you finishing his hair to the point of where you wouldn't be ready for your ride.
Yeah, definitely awkward silence. Cause I mean, I've never seen anything like that before. I never.
I wouldn't even want to finish my fucking hair. Like, who does that though? Oh, let me please myself while I'm getting my hair done.
I
What?
mean, I know, right? That wasn't the time or place to do that freaky business. It's not as if, remember me say, me and the guy interact 2 times before, Yeah? And he knew that I did hair. And he asked me to come over to do his hair. He didn't say to me, hey, Nyla, would you be interested in coming over? Would you like to spend some time? Could we?
So
Him literally called me over. Him literally basically schedule an appointment with me for me to do his hair.
in disguise of him
Yeah, but
actually
we
trying
had
to trap you
but we had done stuff
to
two
peg
times
him.
before. So why not just say, hey, I want to do something with you?
Those other 2 times, was it also at his place
Yeah,
or
it was at his place.
okay?
Yeah.
And was it the same scenario of you heading inside and him lock up the grill and
Him
lock up the
always lock up
door?
the place. Once I go inside, him lock up the place.
Okay.
So I not like saying would I leave the grill open or leave the door open, not like that. Like once I come in, him just close up the place.
Mm.
You see me? But on the third time, they know me wish me did at least know where the key there. And even if I knew where the keys were, like the bundle of keys, I don't know which key would have been it. And I don't know. Like in that moment, I was just like I'm right here. I can't close my eyes and wake up because like when I'm dreaming, if I want to come out of the dream, I close my eyes and I literally wake up. Like I could not do that. So I'm like, I don't know what to do other than stay here.
So after you left, have you ever seen him back? Like, yeah, had any other encounter with him at all?
He tried to like invite me over again, but like I didn't take any of his invites. And I'd see him a few times here and there, but no major interaction with him like that.
So you ever like try address it like in, I don't know, was it text
Adult times?
messages or like
No.
saying, hey, I know maybe that situation, that last situation was a bit much or nothing, and just
Honestly,
behave like
thinking
it never exists and oh, you want to come over again?
thinking about it now, like it was literally as if
It
the
never
way I
happened.
was behaving, like not never happened. Same way I'm going, like not never happened. So just like how when him a do it, me not focus on him. Me just a do what me a do. I'm gonna make no comment on it. Me not say, hey or fair or whatever. I'm just going like say nothing was happening. Like literally,
So to owner just say, here I'm blind, see and deaf. Literally. On a deal like make a pact say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's just, you know?
let's just act like nothing ever happened.
That's
What happens in
crazy.
my house stays in my house. We don't talk about it.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
Why people me not think me could react like that.
I mean, I don't honestly. If you were 17, I don't know how you would have reacted, but I personally know that I reacted in that way. That was the way that my 17-year-old self reacted.
Yeah, but I don't think I
But
would actually still continue doing his hair and pretending like this man is not doing something in front of me that I'm uncomfortable with. I would probably have said, all right, this is what you want to do. Let me give you some space. When you're done, let me know. Like, me go lock up in my bathroom or so. Or me excuse myself and say, all right, I need to pee. I me just lock up in my bathroom
I stand there.
and stay in there till me feel like half an hour passed, so you should be done.
You know?
Like, I don't think I could just nonchalantly be like, oh, and then have his head moving up and
But
like,
he's a
no.
fast bouncer man because you go pretty fast. Similarly, who was
I'm not,
that?
I don't know what he's, I don't even want to imagine what it,
Similarly, Melody is a fast rider. We're slower. Yeah, it was a slow
so I
run.
went in my way funny.
Oh yes, Nyla.
Nyla.
Stop it. Don't call out my name like that.
I am so over this.
Flabbergasted. What they've been saying on TikTok, her flabbers were gasted.
I am so over this. This not make no sense, people.
Jaja.
There's no friggin' way this man. Do you remember how many years older he was than you?
Mm, 10? Over 10?
So
Maybe
he was
10 to
like,
12 years older than me.
so he was close to his 30s.
Yeah. He's a big man. He's a big, big man. And I was just an innocent gal, just going out into the world of sex. I mean, I just started having sex when I was 16.
And when you're 17, you have them the Ross encounter there already?
I was like, wow, the world of sex is wild! Yeah, true, true, true. Some I really never know much about nothing. Like, you see me? I was
Oh
so.
my god.
My flabbers were gasted. Because, like, I never know, like, and then going and seeing that, I was just like, yo, are them
So
something?
did you just enter the world thinking, oh, like, just expect the unexpected?
Honestly, expect the unexpected. And since that time when I was 17, I have been, I haven't been looking out for it, but I've been expecting that, hey, you can
So
experience
real.
some wild shit. You're gonna see something wild. And honestly, I have never experienced anything so freaky and so wild in my life ever again.
Fisher is in a normal.
But maybe I have not experienced anything so wild before or after that occasion because I've been so cautious about the way that I interact with people, especially sexually. Like, I am not a fucky girl, and like, I take my time. You see me? Like, I was with my child's dad for like what, 13 years? So that's 13 years of me not out in the sexual world other than the one that I was in my bedroom, you know? And we partied officially in 2021, and that's not a long time ago. So I literally have now delved back into the world, but there's not much time for me to experience those things. Like, I've literally tried to hold back and avoid like delving into, because next thing we gonna meet somebody new and them go show me something wicked and wilder than that. I'm really not interested in it. So one thing what I actually don't do, I don't go to men's houses. I don't go to men's houses. Like, I just don't, because I don't know what can happen in a situation where I don't know where the keys for the grill or the door are. And, like, I'm in that man's space, and the variety of things where him can decide in my mind, say, yo, him want to either show me or do to me is so broad and wide. And so I prefer for a man to come to me or for us to go somewhere. But like to be like, oh, I'm going to his house. No. And when guys do invite me and say, hey, I'd love for you to come to my house. We could watch a movie. I could cook for you. We could drink some wine. We could just hang out. My space is pretty cool. Like, I have an outdoor balcony where we could chill. We don't have to go into, I don't care. Oh, you're going to frame it to me. So your place safe and it's all right and it's cool and we just go chill. The fact that the guy that I was actively or had just had two sexual encounters with, that guy that I had known him for what, probably 2 3 years before that. Some meetings they like me don't know him greatly because I know like we were chit chatting up like that, but me see him and know him and interact with him 1 and 2 times, heal him 1 and 2 times, whatever. So may I say, if somebody like that when me pick up myself and interact with sexually morphs into a completely different person when it comes time to interact sexually, like after we two encounters, it's like, yo, let me show you my true colors. Let me show you what I'm really about. You know, if a man that I was interacting with sexually did that, like, me not do that something that when man tell me say, yo, them like me when we are interact and him say to me say, yo, come on me yard. Me not do that thing, because if the man they do that, what you are gonna do? Me not interact with you sexually yet. Me not know where you are gonna go and try and show me. You see me? So
But knowing the age gap and how much older he was, that just sounds like a very, very, very dangerous individual. if you think about it. Dangerous to the point of where he would just, I think he would like groom, in come across as somebody that would groom teenagers to fulfill his sexual fantasies in the disguise of asking them, "Oh,
What do you like?
what is your biggest sexual fantasy?" Cause it sound like in like a lot of stuff. You understand? So probably like, I mean, most teenage girls would not gonna be that extreme. So naturally, I think it would fall into the realm of things he would like to do anyways. But him can disguise it in the sense of, oh, maybe he gets like a little kick out of it, saying, "Oh, what is your fantasy?" And then the next time he has an encounter with that female, he makes sure he say to try fulfill the fantasy, making the female think, "Oh, he listens to me and he's trying to please me."
Or also,
When in
truth
truth,
and in fact,
he is
just pleasing
basically
himself.
pleasing himself, and maybe eventually grooming these females. So because if him can just hear a little thought from you, you never say is really and truly that you want to do, you know. And then just hear the thought, and then the next time, ropes, him a
Here,
force it on you.
here's a dildo and some lube. KY jelly at that. And when you said that, me I realized, say, you know, so the truth is, him could have possibly said something to me. Him could have asked me what my fantasy was, and I told him. And if it wasn't in any realms that he liked, or he didn't think it could have channeled into what he wants to do, the next time I see me, him never need to mention nothing or bring on nothing. Because what if the fantasy that I told him that is in my mind, or a thought that I have in my mind, is it doesn't connect with what he likes?
Yeah.
So he could have been like, oh, cool, that's cool. And he could have just leave it alone. But then when I tell him what was on my mind, he was just like, "Ooh, I see how I can put this down my road. Like I see it's on her road, but I see where I can intertwine the two things so that I get what I want out of this."
She mentioned wanting to do it to a female, and this man literally turn around and I say, "Oh, I could be the female." Sir, not because your ear long. You is not a female. That is something completely different. One is going into the pee hole, and the other one would be going into the bee hole.
Ear never long still. It was a young thing, you know?
Oh, it's a
like
young.
yeah, like it wasn't that long, like oh my god. But yeah, I'm little hair upon the head. And he was
But
older
must
than
that
me.
making things him can pass as a female because me not understand nothing else.
Because he definitely didn't have a pussy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So how is it like, oh yeah, but you could do it to me, huh? How will
I
reach
was, you
yourself?
see, I was literally looking behind me like, this a woman is gonna pop out of the closet or something? Because it could not be you.
But even that would be a friggin' ambush.
Yeah, that is true.
That is a whole nother situation that is actually not okay. Cause me choose the female what me like, me no must like her.
Oh my god.
You had an encounter like that. We're not gonna go into that right now. Guys, she's learning so many things tonight.
Oh my god.
She's learning so many things tonight. But yeah, me just feel like say honestly thinking about the whole situation and how it went down, he sounds friggin' dangerous. Like it wouldn't surprise me if you hear him get locked up for some form of sexual assault. Honestly.
This story of a part two.
The story with the same individual? Oh, there is a part two. Oh my god.
You literally said ambush, and a next memory just moved from the back of my mind, don't you, sir? Come straight up at the front and go, a girl. So you know, remember say, him do that to you. You know, remember say him ambush you.
My.
You know, remember say you never do that to him and he just appear.
Oh my god.
The next story is going to be part two because me just remember my ambush and we talk about it because I was so fucking shocked. I swear to God, I find out my ass and just you say it?
So this was after that?
That was years after.
So when you did have an encounter after,
But as I
you
said,
try block it out.
all of these things, like you see abused people, you see trauma, you dash them in the back of your mind. Like there's a garbage bin in the back of your mind, and you just rest them. You can't get rid of them, unless you have your Alzheimer's and your mind the way it do. But like the garbage pan of bad memories, we you dash them on the back of your mind. Like sometimes when somebody says something, because she literally triggered a memory a while ago, that I was just like, oh my god, this fucking nigga, bomber clad bush me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So next video, I'll be speaking
So he
about it.
is fucking dangerous. He is a dangerous individual. I was like, honestly, that don't make no sense. You cannot be as a sane person. Well, me not even say sane, cause you're not sane or us. If you just pop out sitting there and say, oh, let me try and see if I can turn her on by doing
say,
this and that to
him say,
myself.
Nyla, come fuck me.
It's like the friggin' perverts that would walk on the road and just flick out their dick and start
Oh my god.
and hoping say the female that they're looking on would get aroused
I
and
don't think
suddenly want to fling them pussy
I
on
don't
them.
think they ever hope that. You think those men think that?
I don't know what they think,
You know,
to be
when I was at
honest.
Enaman, there was this man that used to come by the fence. He was a taxi man. He used to come by the fence. I know that he used to come by Titchfield dorm area, and he used to also go by Michael dorm area, and he'd park his taxi by the fence where the dorms are, and he would jerk off. Like he'd literally jerk off in front of where he knows the dorm windows are. And girls would sometimes look through the window and be like, what the fuck, that man is out there backing him fist. I don't know if they caught him and charged him or anything, but I remember when I was in Enaman, that there was a man that used to do that. And like I literally was in one of my friend's room and I looked through the window and I saw him once. I saw him jerking off.
I don't know what I'm thinking, because I don't understand that neither. Cause
I don't know if him thinks that somebody did go come out of the campus and say,
right,
I
I volunteer here. So why? Yeah, but him son, him. I wouldn't want to know how many other girls he might have traumatized. To be honest, can literally trauma that.
Part 2, I will explain how I ended up seeing this man again. I'm
And
a
mind
friend, you
you,
fuck.
she never,
Mind him not interact with this man, you know.
she never realized up until now, or never remember up until now, say she had an encounter with him again after. Cause I asked her.
You asked me, you know.
I asked her twice actually,
I remember saying that did go on.
and each time she was like, no.
But the garbage pan.
So
Every time you talk, it look like the garbage pan with the bad memory they brackle, and then the memory just dash out now and say ropes. But
oh
yeah, we're
my
gonna
god.
make part 2 right now, guys. Stay tuned for next week. We're gonna post the part 2 of my second encounter with this same man.
Guys, let us know down below how you would have reacted to this traumatic experience. Like, what would you have done to, I guess, get yourself out of the situation? Because she was saying, yeah, she was a 17-year-old and she was hustling. But I more think so it wasn't just about hustling and saying, oh, she's doing it for the money. I think it involved a lot of fear and stuff as well. Because she say, a grill lock, a door lock, she don't know which key to come out with. So, that is a whole different realm of it. But how do you think you would have reacted, or what would have been the best way to um dissolve that situation? You don't do like me and just say, all right, me I got bathroom, I soon come back, and then just lock up yourself for a while till you come knock on the door and say, hey, everything all right? At least then me know say you're not friggin' bouncing on something. Okay? So that is one way, in my opinion, to know that, yeah, it has stopped. Because there's no friggin' way him wouldn't go back, go sit up, like him just a wait pan you if you can watch him. Maybe that turn him on to, people watching him.
Maybe. Now that I think about it, I literally thinking about it now, I can only look at my 17-year-old self and say, Jano girl, like you should have literally just stopped him here. Because if he did want him here for done, I could not, I never need to give him or grant him that pleasure of having that pleasure plus having him hairstyle done and
Yeah.
makeup and nice. I could have be like, yo, if this the way you're on, You can't stay with your ear half done, you know. Can be really not upon it. So you can choose which pleasure you want more. And I actually gave him too much. Him get an audience and him get a hairstyle. Yeah.
An audience with a name. Anyways.
Nyla.
So this will be it for this video, guys. Let us know down below how you would have dealt with this situation. And yeah, is this the most bizarre or freakiest thing you have heard
From a Jamaican lady.
from
In
a Jamaican
Jamaica.
lady? Yeah,
In
cause
Jamaica.
a foreign, you know,
In foreign it's wide and you know, but this
things are a bit, yeah. So for a Jamaican
living in
man
Jamaica.
at that, yeah. So comment down below, guys. This will be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Get us to 1K, please. We're only a few people away, maybe 60 people by now. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Less than that. Come did go on my TikTok this morning and get you.
Okay. So yeah. Get us
Watch
to
part two.
1K
And watch
subscribers
part two and subscribe.
and check out part 2. So bye.
Thank you guys.